This week has been a special week. Good morning. Good morning to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I'm excited about today's talk. I'm excited about today. I have a lot of things going on today. I'm traveling today. Karen and I are traveling this morning, and so I'm excited about that. So I want to challenge you to still think about these process that's coming along. Now, everybody has the opportunity to grow, learn, and become, right? Everybody. I wrote this quote down. I thought it was so phenomenal. If people can't receive life from the legacy you leave when you die, then you really didn't live effectively. Think about that. Think about that. How am I living? How am I living? I know to ask yourself these type of questions keep you on the edge. It keeps you thinking. I want you to know everybody needs to ask themselves the question. That's why I want you to share this. Thank you to those of you who've been sharing our talk. You've been helping us out. If you're on YouTube, you can share the link. If you're on Facebook, you can tag somebody. You can literally share it to your page, and that will help effective living out in a great way. So thank you so much for doing that. The Bible tells us that God says in His Word, I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, to give you a hope and a future. I know this to be true. All of us can improve. All of us can live better. But all of us have not paid attention to how we're living in a way to ensure that we are leaving a legacy. The question I ask is, how will you be remembered? So while you're driving to work this morning, when you're showing up on your job, while you're getting your day started, you got to remind yourself every second, minute, every hour, it matters. You got to remind yourself that days are expensive. You got to remind yourself a day wasted is a day you'll never have again. What keeps Ricardo Miller motivated? What keeps me motivated is purpose. And so this morning, I want you to know that's the first thing. If you're going to figure out that purposeful living is the way to lead to legacy, what I want you to know is purposeful living is also what drives you. Because once you start to live in your why, you start to realize you don't want to live by chance. You don't want to live with your fingers crossed, hoping that life works out. I come against the plans of the enemy that would have you to believe you're not capable of becoming the person that God has created you to be. Enough is enough. There comes a time where you have to fight for your destiny and you have to tell yourself you were not created just to fit in. You have to get to the point where you start disciplining yourself to bring all of the facets of your life together so you could start liking who you're becoming or enjoying more of who you've become. The truth is that you are responsible for this, and that's why we show up. We show up here on this virtual platform because we're on a mission. We're on a mission. If you are on this mission with me, go ahead and put it in the comment section. I'm on a mission to live life effectively. It's impossible to live life effectively and not leave a legacy. So write it down. I'm on a mission to live life effectively. And I want you to know, I'm not running away from this message, Miss Cynthia. I'm not running away from this message, Miss Jocelyn, because it is impossible to live life effectively and not leave a legacy. Purposeful living is the way. Clearly define your values and your goals and align your actions with them. In other words, this is what I'm about. Do you know what you're about? Do you know why you're wanting to make money? Do you know why you're spending the money the way you're spending it? Do you know why you want to live until you're 90? Do you know why you're eating and sleeping and taking vitamins and getting checkup to ensure that you can make it to 90? Do you know why you need to be friendly so you can have friends so that you could find yourself in a world with 8 billion people and you now can declare you're not alone, but you're surrounded by love? How many of you feel like you're surrounded by love? How many of you feel like you have a support system? How many of you know that's a part of living life purposefully? So I'm working on me. Yeah. Come on. I'm working on me. How many of you could say that this morning? I'm working on me. Don't you let the devil talk down to you in your mind to make you feel like you're not making progress. The fact is, you got up this morning. The fact is, you plugged into this talk this morning. The fact is, you are deciding to still do something with today. Now, pat yourself on the back and say, I made it this far. Now, what I like about Miller is always pushing this message that you could do better when it comes to managing your life, which is effective living. Effective living is proper management of your life. Effective living is proper management of your life. Write that down. People who don't want to do the work when it comes to managing their lives, they're not attracted to this message. What they want to do is they want to blame the devil. What they want to do is they want to wish and hope that life works itself out. They want a lottery ticket to get their millions. Okay? They want people to be nice to them, but they don't want to do the work to be able to earn the rights to have friends. Oh, I need some friends. But the question is, are you friendly? Are you doing the work? So I'm not here to beat you up. I'm here to remind you, I have to do the work. I have to do the work. So with that said, purposeful living. Everything that I do, I need to consider it before I do it. Everything I'm about to do, I need to consider it before I do it. I have to pay attention. What you don't pay attention to, the enemy comes in and wreak havoc in that particular area. You've got to tell yourself, listen, man, I'm not going to be destroyed. I'm not going to go around from cycles to cycles with crisis to issues to issues. No. Now, what I have to do is I have to identify what is my value, what is my goals, what is my vision. And that right there is going to allow you to align yourself up with purposeful living every day. So purposeful living every day, knowing your why. Why did you get up this time this morning? Why do you work where you work? Why do you work for that type of money? What do you do? What are you going to do with the money when you get it? What are you anticipating that's going to happen in your life for the next 3 years, the next 5 years? How would you like to be remembered? How would you like to be remembered? That's powerful. That's so good. Now, here's what I like about effective living. Effective living it's not about pointing fingers. It's not about it's about taking the beam out of your own eyes. It's about working on you. Write this in the comment section. It's me versus me. Go ahead. It's me versus me. Thank you guys for putting in the comment section. You got to get this right. It's me versus me. So I'm not going to allow me to stop me. I'm not going to allow me to stop me. Purposeful living is necessary for effective living. Number 2, I need to invest in others. If you want to leave a legacy, you have to invest in others. Jesus said it this way, come follow me and I will make you. And along the way, he was helping them to become so he could leave. One day you're going to leave. And the question is, who would you say you've invested in? Who have you helped to become better? Who will be able to say you contributed to them in becoming? Your goal is to become the person God's created you to be. All of us have access to somebody who is capable of helping us to become. Most of us are not taking on the request to come closer enough to follow. You're going to have to follow. Jesus says, come follow me and I'll make you. Apostle Paul said, come follow me as I follow Christ. I'm saying follow me as I build a message that makes you think, that reminds you that no one's coming to save you. And if you're going to leave a legacy, you're going to have to be intentional about what you do. Okay? That's purposeful living. And then you have to make a commitment to not only just do life for you, but you have to do life with the idea of investing in others. Share your knowledge, share your skills, share your resources with the next generation. Mentor, teach, and empower others to carry forward the principles and the lessons you have learned. What have you learned? Are you passing it on? That's why I like the whole idea of teaching. And I believe teaching is all about passing on what you've discovered to someone else. Passing on what you've discovered. Now, what I believe about teaching is passing on what you've learned to work, that you've discovered that's truth, that is working in your life. Now you're trying to pass it on as well. So we're working this thing together. We're working this thing together. So please, please look around yourself and ask yourself, who am I passing on something? Who am I helping to become better? When it's all said and done, you want it to be said that I help different individuals to become better. I was placed here on the earth to help humanity. There are people who improved in their lives because of me. Okay? Because of me. So now what you need to do is crank it up. The greater the legacy, the greater the investment. The greater the legacy, the greater the work. Okay? Go ahead and now decide. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share more. And what I found is that the more you share, the more you get. The more you give, the more comes back to you. That's why I like giving. That's why I like teaching. I'm on a mission to speak 100 times before December 31st. You can help me with that. You know a reunion that's coming up, Ricardo can speak at. You know a church service that's coming up that I can speak at. You know a leadership meeting, a seminar, a workshop, a career day at school. Listen, I'm coming. I'm coming for every audience that would have me. I'm coming to coach and consult every person that would have me. You know why? I believe the clock is ticking. I believe the clock is ticking. And what I want to do is I want to be poured out. I want to give it all away. I want to give it all away. And I found that the more I give it away, y'all gonna like this. The more I give it away, the more God gives back to me. Let me say it again. The more I give it away, the more God gives back to me. Good measure, pressing down, running over. Someone told me a few weeks ago, boy, how is it that you teach Monday through Friday and always have something to share? I say some of it is repeated. Some of it is repetitive. Repetition is the mother of learning. But I said a lot of it has to be said again because a lot of people, it is so ingrained in them to live the way that they're living. They need you to repeatedly say it so they can get it, so that they can break free from that which they learned a long time ago. They could repeat what I said, but they haven't lived what I said. So it's not about, well, he didn't say anything I don't know. The question is, have you lived the things I've said that you agreed with? That's powerful right there, right? Come on. Have you lived the truth that you've discovered? That's the thing. I'm fighting that. Every day I'm fighting. Lord, help me to live the truth that I've discovered. Let me say it again. Lord, help me to live the truth that I've discovered. Because what I found is, it is the truth that is applied that sets you free. Knowledge is in power. It's knowledge applied correctly. That's powerful. So, last point. Create lasting contribution. Okay? Create lasting contribution. Number one, live with purpose. Number two, invest in others. Number three, create lasting contribution. Whether through charity work, whether through creating something that adds value over time, or building relationship and focusing on certain contribution that brings about change. Listen, guys, make sure that what you're contributing to has lasting impact. You know what I found to be interesting? Jesus never built a building. He came and he invested in people. And then he said to those people, go forth and make disciples. So it wasn't so much that he was trying to establish a structure. He was trying to establish a people. I want to help a people. I want to help a people. I want to help a person. I want to help people who would get up every day and like who they are. I want to help people who have learned to accept themselves when it comes to their deficiencies. I want to help people to identify their strengths and acknowledge their weakness. I want to help people to become all that they were created to be. I'm never going to move away from this message because I believe this is the message God has given me for humanity. Somebody needs what you have to offer. Somebody needs what I have to offer. Somebody said, well, Miller, there's so much room for you to improve. There's so much room for you to improve as well. But you know what I like about me? And I like about those of you that are committed to doing what I'm doing? And that is start where you are. Use what you've got. Allow God to breathe on it and improve over time. Improve over time. There's always room for improvement. Okay? I don't believe in perfection. I believe in improvement. I believe in getting better. I believe that so many people are missing out because they're scrutinizing different things that really doesn't matter when it comes to them being delivered. You need to be delivered. You need help. Don't let the wrong thing get in the front of you that causes you not to get what you should have gotten from the teacher, from the deliverer, from the messenger, from the person that God has assigned to help you. I know this. I'm getting better with age. I know this. I'm being surrounded by other people who are getting better with age. This morning, I want to remind you, you are responsible for doing the work to leave a legacy. Now, if you start to make contribution that lasts, when you start to invest in others, and when you make sure that you're not living recklessly, but you're living purposefully, I promise you, you're going to do well. I'm Coach Ricardo Miller. I believe in you. The question is, do you believe in you? I have fought through so much to become who I am today. I am continuing to fight to become who I believe God is calling me to be. What are you doing with you? I want to remind you, it's better with friends. The journey, that is. The journey is better with friends. Thank you for doing this with me. Thank you for showing up this morning. Thank you for sharing this. Thank you for not allowing this message to become offensive to you, but allowing this message to be the message that triggers you to greatness. Let's continue to go to the top together. Come on. I'm unstoppable in Christ. Can I get about 5 or 6 of you just to declare that this morning? I'm unstoppable in Christ. God bless you guys. I gotta go. Gotta get to the airport. I got an assignment. God is doing something, and I'm eternally grateful for what he's doing. And I'm now asking God, hey, take me to the next level. And those that are around me as well. God bless you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.